A standing ovation as Steven Strasburg is introduced for his first Major League plate appearance. He went 4 for 10 in the minor leagues with a double and 4 RBIs. We're going to be joined this half inning by filmmaker Ken Burns as we watch from high atop Nationals Park the first at bat from Steven Strasburg, and a fastball is low, ball 1 from Jeff Karstens.
Did more flashballs go off now for his at bat than they did for his first pitch, or did I just notice them more now?
And the next pitch is outside and high, 2-0. Ken Burns, of course, noted filmmaker with the baseball 9-inning series, with the 10th inning due out soon. The 2-0 pitch, and Strasburg takes a strike at the knees. And Ken, we welcome you to Nationals Park for the first time.
It's a gorgeous, gorgeous place, and they're working this game quickly.
And the fans hang on every pitch, especially when Strasburg is on the mound. He takes another fastball at the knees, a strike, and it's 2-2 with Christian Guzman on deck and then Nyjer Morgan here in the last half of the third inning. Karstens winds, kicks, deals, and a swing and a bouncing ball left side toward the hole. Glove deep short by Cedeno. The off-balance throw and the stretch by Jones is in time for the out. And Strasburg almost had a hit there, but not running maybe full out of the box. And Cedeno deep at short makes a long off-balance throw to retire Strasburg. I thought that one might get through.
It did look like it was going to get through, and then we'd really have the second coming, wouldn't we?
Oh, Cedeno got a weird break on that ball, kind of like he thought it was going through,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, so I got a chance to get this. I think Strasburg, you know what he did? Strasburg rounded out like he thought he was going to get a base hit.
Yep.
So went into a trot.
Well, you mentioned your 10th inning is coming out. Could this be the start for
the 11th inning? Without
inning?
a doubt. Or maybe we start with the Galarraga perfect game and then go to the first chapter would be the coming of Steven Strasburg. I've never seen anything like this in baseball, and thinking back into history, there was anticipation about Ted Williams, but I can't think of anybody that we've so followed, been so anxious to find out what they're going to do.
Guzman drives a 1-0 pitch in the air to center field, backing up on it McCutcheon, and he makes the catch. Well, Ken, tell us about the 10th inning and what that will encompass following on after the 9th inning.
Well, you know, we ended that series that came out in 1994, the strike year. We were the only baseball on the air in the fall with the 1992 World Series. So we back up to the NLCS in 1992, where Barry Bonds makes his last play as a Pittsburgh Pirate, failing to throw at Sid Bream in the NLCS, and of course the Braves go up and the Pirates go down, and then follow that narrative all the way through. And it'll be on September 28th and September 29th. It's a 2-part, 4-hour film that deals with all the stuff that's been going on, good and bad, in the game of baseball. But I think this has been the most consequential era in any time in the history of baseball.
Speaking with Ken Burns, filmmaker, as Nyjer Morgan grounds one to the right side and past the sprawling second baseman Walker, and Morgan will be aboard with that effort on 2 outs and wait for the scoring. Walker sprawling to his left, unable to come up with it. And that'll bring to the plate Ryan Zimmerman. So you cover, you talk about a very consequential period. Of course, that the negative being
the strikes and steroids.
The steroid era, and then the positive, the Red Sox winning a World Series.
Red Sox winning, the Braves' ascendancy, the new teams that have come up, the Yankees' dominance, some of the spectacular pitching in the midst of this era of bludgeon ball, where you've got Martinez and Randy Johnson and so many great pitchers, Roger Clemens. So we try to drink in the whole story, controversy and all. And it's exciting. And I think the good news is that we were on the backside of the steroids era. Once again, a 50 home run season is an odd thing, and that you know, the game is never better. But what we're seeing on the field every night is as good as it's ever been, and that has to be comforting for baseball fans. I know it is for me.
Nyjer Morgan's effort was ruled a base hit, a throw over to first, and Morgan dives back in. Pirates have really had trouble holding base runners this year. Ryan Zimmerman up with 2 outs.
Ken, you're talking about pitching and defense now matters, wins games again.
You bet.
With what we're seeing, especially with what we're seeing here tonight.
I agree completely. And my Red Sox tried to build a team based on that rather than their usual traditional hit it out of the park.
Zimmerman, a home run in the first inning, the game's only run. Nationals 1, Pirates nothing. Another throw over. Morgan, the former Pirate, had a very big lead, and now the crowd hanging on every throw to first. A terrific atmosphere here at Nationals Park, and this is your first time here.
It is indeed, and what a beautiful park it is. And being so high up, you get a bird's eye view, of an eagle's eye, a bald eagle's eye view. It's a really gorgeous thing, and it couldn't be a more beautiful evening and more historic one.
Zimmerman still waiting on a pitch. Karstens to the belt. And Morgan not running. Zim takes a called strike. Zim's home run opposite way in the first, his 12th of the year.
Ken, Dave, and I were trying to think of things to compare this to, but when you think of the reaction to an athlete first game in a city, it's never a rookie coming from the minors. It's an established superstar as a free agent or traded from another team.
That's exactly right. It's usually you wake up and you say, that rookie just got 5 hits, so that guy just struck out the side. Who is this? And you look him up and you figure out who it is. But we've known about this guy, it seems, since he was in diapers. We've been waiting for him to come.
Breaking ball to Zimmerman is low. It's 1-1 with 2 outs and Morgan at first. Visiting with filmmaker Ken Burns. Steven Strasburg, 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. He's allowed 1 hit. And the offense supplied by Zimmerman. Time called. They'll call the catcher Jaramillo out. So again, on PBS, the 10th inning will debut when?
It's September 28th and 29th. We'll show each half of the inning, with the top of the inning twice in an evening, and then the bottom of the inning twice the next evening, the 29th. Underwritten by Bank of America, PBS, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. And we're as excited about this as we were before. You know, more people watched our first series than any other film in the history of public television. So we've got a lot to live up to, and we think this is a worthy successor to that long series.
And it was great when the MLB Network reran it.
We've been working very closely with Major League Baseball, and we're very pleased that they've been showing it several times. People have a chance to refresh themselves, and then
a new generation.
And I've been walking around the ballpark for a couple of hours, and it's just wonderful how many people come up, kids. They've been watching it all season, and we're really thrilled and are happy to give them the next installment.
Breaking ball to Zimmerman is taken for strike 2. It's 1-2 on Zim. Good curveball there from Karstens. Zim hit a slider the opposite way for the home run in the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Morgan the base runner. And Karstens has the sign. Long pause and the delivery. Swinging a ground ball to short, down to Anissa. Daniel bobbles it momentarily. The underhand flip to second is just in time to retire Morgan. Well, filmmaker Ken Burns, enjoy the rest of the night. It's a special one.
Thank you. It is a special one. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a real treat to be here.